William LePar, The Council, Growing Spiritually, July 5, 2016. Webpage, www.williamlepar.com. William LePar's spiritual source, The Council, says that the soul creates the best life plan that it can so that it will grow spiritually. The Council. When each of you come into the material manifestation to live a life, to attain that perfect state, believe this or not, your lives are planned out, as a general rule, to be quite calm and peaceful. You will have a certain amount of sorrow in it, a certain amount of sickness, a certain amount of joy, and a certain amount of work. If you live your life as you generally plan it, it will be filled with a good balance of all things. Unfortunately, very few individuals have that kind of life, because someplace along the line they make a choice based on the selfish ego. What happens when this occurs is you begin to set up a rippling effect in your life. Instead of that clear picture of choice, the clarity becomes rippled, much as a lake that is very calm. You toss a pebble in it and it creates ringlets that keep going out and out and out. Once the first choice is made based on the ego and self-serving ego, you create a series of rippling effects. The next decision in life is looked at through this rippling effect, which gives it somewhat of a distorted picture. If the mind is not or the conscience is not wise enough to make a choice not based on ego but based on what is best and good and spiritual, the ripples become more distorted, another pebble is thrown in, and this is an accumulative error that is created, and this continues then through life, which then begins to distort the peace and tranquility that the life was supposed to undergo. So each decision in life based on the ego, self-serving ego, distorts the view for the next decision. Some place along the line one must return to the original clarity of thought or the clarity of vision. That means that sometimes the rippling effect when a perfect decision is made or a perfect choice is made, the consequences of that may not be as pleasing as one would hope. So, you can reduce this rippling effect or this distortion by going through life making the proper choices. Life will then begin to level out again. Now, this is creating your life. Your talents are the same way. You create the talent you want. There is a natural ability to the soul in all artistic and uplifting things. It is part of the soul to express itself in a loving and godly way, in a way of art and beauty. So it is bringing out this talent, this artistic talent, this beauty of the soul through this rippled existence or incorrect vision or whatever you choose to call it. So you may be able to reach that perfect balance of meditation or prayer and practice, but because of wrong choices you will never attain the respect of the public. But then, too, one should ask, are you striving for prominence so that the ego is fed, or are you striving to produce something beautiful that is uplifting for those around you and for yourself? For more on William LePar and the Council, visit www.williamlepar.com.